Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for Saturday with Stacey YouTube number 256. This is the next release of Simply Refined products, and if you happen to already own or have ordered the Hidden Treasures collection from Simply Refined that was done earlier this year, or our Celebrations Top Note Flipside Collection that was done earlier this year, well, you are going to be woohoo ka-chewing this YouTube because I have made a couple holiday products that will work with both of these collections. I've done 2 Hidden Treasures dies that will work with what you already own, and I've done 2 Top Note Flipside dies which will work with what you've already owned. So the beauty of these is that if you've already ordered them and you are working with them, this is going to expand on that collection even more because those collections are completely interchangeable. It is going to enhance and give you even more options. The phrase, you have options, it doesn't even, it's not even enough. The options that you will have are so many, it's almost limitless. So I'm excited to bring these to you today. I do have holiday stamps that are going to go with them. So if you already have the stamps that go with the Flipside collection that has the matching die so you can cut them out, I've got stamps for you. So now you're going to be able to interchange all of that. Wahoo ka-choo. I also want to tell you the Shop That Did Not Hop event is coming up. Starts July 13th, 9 a.m. sunny California time. Check your time zone because if you're in New York, that would be noon. If you're in Texas, that would be 11 a.m. And if you're in Australia, that would be, if it starts Friday, that would be Saturday, early Saturday morning at some time because you're so far ahead of us. So there is a YouTube that is currently up. You will find it on the homepage of our website. You will find it on this YouTube channel. You will find it on Facebook. And you will find it under the category 2018 Shop That Didn't Hop and Warehouse Sale on our website. So there's multiple places to find it. Please, these are the terms and conditions of the sale. For those of you who have been with us for years, you already know them, and bless your pea-pickin' heart for understanding them. We're doing dies at over 90% off to keep crafting affordable. So there is a extensive wait time. Not 2 months, not 3 months, not 4 months, not 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. Yes, absolutely. 8 months, it's possible. Don't know how many orders we're going to get. But when you just bought a $20 die for $1.99, you gotta be patient with us. Can't hire more people. There's not enough money in them. And if you don't want to wait for that product, this is not the sale for you. There are wonderful, wonderful independent mom and pop shops. Not a lot of us, but they're still out there. You can give them a call and see if they have this product as well. It may be at full price, but you would be able to get it much, much quicker than from us. If you don't have a mom and pop shop, check other online stores. If you're willing to pay the full price for it, we get it, buy it from them, and get it to you much faster. This sale is for those people who love bargains, who love deals, who are on a crafty budget, or who just want to have a great time shopping. So please watch the YouTube. It will explain the who, what, where, when, how, and whys of the event and how it came to be and what you should be expecting. 9 a.m. Friday the 13th. Please know that we have to load the product ourselves, and right now there's over 1,000 dies and embossing folders that are going to be made available to you for anywhere from 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and over 90% off. 1,000 dies. That means we have to click 1,000 things to get it loaded. So if you're online right at 9 a.m. sunny California time, you may see that as you're shopping, more product is becoming available. So give it a few minutes, let us get everything loaded, and then have a great time. Product is not allocated to you until you check out. So if you linger or you come back later and then you want to complete your cart, it could be that your cart won't let you because that product has sold out. Okay, so watch the video. Hopefully that will help. Today I have got fun. It's fun. We are going to take 5 pieces of adhesive and 3 pieces of paper, and we are going to make spectacular. I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to start with hidden treasures, and then we'll talk a little bit about the flip side, because both of these collections really are interactive and interchangeable to give you the very, very most for your crafting dollar. And my goodness gracious, who doesn't want the most for their money? Even if money is not an object, you still want to feel like you got value for that money. You've earned it. You worked for it. You want to feel like it meant something. So the Simply Refined and Simply Defined collections are meant to bring that to you, to give those of you who love to craft and like to interchange and mix and mingle and never quite have the same card twice, that functionality without having to buy every die under the sun. Of course, if you wanted to buy every die under the sun, the shop that didn't hop would be your best bet. Okay, so I've also got Winner Chicken Dinner to talk about. And before I get there, I am going to tell you that I received people. Okay, so do I read every comment? Yes, I do. Every comment that's posted on YouTube or Facebook, I absolutely read them. And that's why I say you're not allowed to discuss this, because frankly, it hurts my feelings. When you talk about my personal appearance or my laugh or that I talk too much, it does. It hurts my feelings. I'm sure that if it were you and somebody said that to you, you might get your feelings hurt too. So we try to tell you, please don't comment about this. If you want to comment about the YouTube, great. If you want to tell me about your family, I'd be more glad to hear about that. If you want to tell me about your job or your husband or your fur baby, that's even better. You just have to post something kind. So I always say that we have to approve your comments, because we do. And I did call somebody today because they had posted something that I didn't know if they would want me to post it or not. I didn't want to be disrespectful and just delete the comment because they took the time to post it. At the same time, I didn't want to post a comment that might cause them to get some backlash. So I picked up the phone and I called her personally and I said, okay, I'm going to leave this decision up to you. I don't want to delete the comment unless you want me to. I will post it as it stands. Know that there may be a couple comments that come back that say that you may not care for, but I didn't want to just delete it and have her think that we just deleted her comment because we didn't like it or because we didn't think it was appropriate, or because I didn't want to do that. So in the end, we chose not to post because she said, maybe I should just not. Yeah, let's not say it. Okay. Okay. So social media, it's supposed to be meant for good. That's what it's supposed to be meant for. So anyway, I got an email. Well, I got a posting 2 days ago, and I did not make this up. This is her YouTube name. Now, her comment is very kind. It's very sweet, and it's very funny. It made us laugh. So if you go look her up on YouTube, be nice. She was funny. It was funny, and we appreciated the humor. The YouTube name is One Kelly Brat. I didn't make that up. It truly is her YouTube name. I don't know if this is going to zoom. That's her words, not mine. One Kelly Brat. And she wrote, beautiful. I'm assuming she's talking about the Couture Creations cut and foil dies. Beautiful, because that's what she posted on. Let's see if you really read all of these comments. This set is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. God bless you for knowing your Mary Poppins. That is uber love. Or just supercalifragilistic, or just super impressed by this YouTube and your beautiful insight. Well, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Keep the videos coming. I'm going to try. Maybe Mr. SMS wasn't happy about you quitting your job to do this. No, Mr. SMS was not happy about me quitting my corporate world job to do this. Oh. He passed out, had to get him up with some smelling salts. But anyway, I sure am glad you did. And I'm sure you have a huge group that are also thankful. Impressive, very impressive. Well, One Kelly Brat, thank you. Thank you very much for such a kind comment. And yes, we read them. I read them. And I had the girls printed out for me so I could read it. You're very cute. I love the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So, one Kelly Brat, because I don't know your name, if you do not have a Scrapbooking Made Simple online account, if you're not local, go get yourself an online account, register, and then you're going to email us. You're going to follow the Winner Chicken Dinner link, and I'm going to put $25 in your account so you can shop during the Shop That Did Not Hop, just because you made my heart happy. You really did. Now, that will tell you, yes, I read all the comments. But we have Winner Chicken Dinner on top of that. The two people who really were our Winner Chicken Dinners. Are you ready? It was Lavish Ballrooms that we did last week, which was Couture Creations cut and foil, but you don't need a Go Press and Foil machine to make them work. If you have got a Big Shot machine or a Big Kick machine or a Vagabond or a Platinum machine, oh my gosh, what you can do with these dies, even though they're cut and foil, watch YouTube number 255 because you will be wahoo ka-chewing. Truly, it is amazing the different things you can do with these dies and never have a Go Press and Foil. If you have the Go Press and Foil, well, you've got the best of everything. Okay, so our Winner Chicken Dinners are, first one, Lola. I love your name. I love the name Lola. I don't know if I think it's spunky or I just think it's darling. It's a darling name. Lola Miller, congratulations. Wahoo ka-choo for you. But you are not alone. You have a friend in Karen with a Karyn, Lowe with an Lowe. You and Karen have won prizes from Couture Creations. SMS is going to send you some of the Lavish Ballroom cut and foil dies that even if you don't have a Go Press and Foil, you're going to love them anyway. So, Karen and Lola, you're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner, cut and foil, winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, girls. I'm going to hold it up so you can see your name. And how are you going to claim your prize after you get over the initial, oh my gosh, I won! How are you going to claim your prize? You're going to go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com, look for the link that says Winner Chicken Dinner, follow the directions, send us the email, we'll confirm you're indeed our winner, and then we'll send you off your prize. And one Kelly Brat, you're going to do the exact same thing. And once we confirm that you are you, if you have an online account with us, we will put $25 in there for you to spend. And if you just happen to be a local peep, well then come on down, girl, we'll get you a $25 gift card to spend. All right? So today we're going to start with Hidden Treasures. We're going to use 5 pieces of adhesive, 3 pieces of paper to put together our base for our reveal card. And if I can do this, you can do this. I know you can, and I know you've got scratch paper. I know you're going to be able to do this. And if you're wanting to take part of the Shop That Did Not Hop, we welcome each and every one of you. Please be mindful of the terms and conditions of the sale so we don't disappoint or frustrate any of you. We want happy. Woohoo! Okay, I'm going to tilt on down. We're going to get started for today, and hopefully I get this done. It is after 6 o'clock Friday night. This YouTube was supposed to have been done in the can, loading to YouTube, because it takes about 12 hours for the YouTube to load. So I'm hoping that we hit the 9 a.m. sunny California time tomorrow when you're supposed to see this. Time will tell. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to tilt on down and we're going to get started. Are you ready? Down we go, and it's good to see you. Hope you guys had a very safe and happy 4th of July. All right, down I go. And then I'm going to zoom on in, my high tech, right? High tech. Okay, so super cute card, right? But it's got this little funny pocket in the back and this little weird thing up here. But it is a super cute card. But what does it do? Well, you pull it up and it's a hidden reveal. Look at that. Pull it up, and it's a hidden reveal. It lays flat. It's an A2 size card, so it fits an A2 size envelope. And I now have 6 different decorations to put on the front. But what makes it so fabulous is that in those decorations, oh, let me see if I can pull one over. This is from the original Hidden Treasures. There's 1 die, 2 dies, 3 dies, 4. And all of these dies are interchangeable with all the other sets. So you can change the frame, you can change the outside edge, you can change the inside decor die. Everything works together. And now I've done 2 that are specifically for, well, one's Christmas, definitely Christmas. The other one, it's really what you want to make it. It's called A Friend for All Seasons, and I'll show it to you in a little bit. But how cute is this? So when you mail it to somebody or you give it to somebody, it lays flat, and then they're like, what is this? And then they pull it open and surprise, bam, happy birthday, or winter wonders, or hashtag awesome, or... So how do you do this? Well, to begin with, you have to start with the right dies. And this is the Hidden Treasures Reveal die set. It is on an A2 or an A4 size template. But do you need a big machine to cut this? No. You don't have to have a Big Shot Plus or a Grand Caliber or a Genesis, a wide machine. You just need a regular standard 6-inch wide machine. So the Cuttlebug, the Big Kick, the Big Shot, the Vagabond, the Spellbinders Platinum, you're going to be able to use these with those machines as well. Why? Because the largest size die to make that reveal card is this one right here. And this is going to fit inside all of those machines. It will. It's not wider than 6 inches. It's a little long, but it's not wider. So this die is right here. And then we have this other die that kind of looks like a cheese cutting board, or what is it, a cloche that you put on top of food at a fancy restaurant, or a bell. That's this die right here. And then the last die it takes to make the reveal card is just this rectangle. Easy peasy rectangle. So if that's all it takes, what else do you get? Well, you've got words in here like crazy. You've got hello, and it's a surprise, and happy, and birthday, and hashtag awesome, and you're awesome, and sending you, and I mean, there's so many words in this set, and there's exclamation points and the little hashtag, and it really is a lot. There's a lot in here. In fact, there turns out to be 43 dies in this set, and the set retails for $29.99, which means you're paying less than $1 a die. So the 3 dies that make up the reveal card are here. The rest of it is words for you then to put in that reveal. What do you want to say to somebody? Okay, so I'm going to put this over to the side, and I'm going to work with the 3 dies that we have. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start with these 3 dies. And I'm going to be using 3 different colored papers in hopes that that helps you kind of see what it is I'm doing. If we use all the same color paper, you're going to have a hard time seeing the difference. On top of that, so I'm just going to use these 3. Is that good enough, or should I make it even more contrasting? Do I have even more contrast? Ooh. No, I like the pink. I'm going to go with the pink. So I've got 3 pieces of paper, and on top of that, I'm using my bedazzled paper. This is a shimmer paper. Can you see the shimmer and the sheen on it? It is 8.5 by 11. I sell it in several packs. There's the jewel tones and the cool tones, and just a beautiful pack of white where you just get beautiful white bedazzled paper. There's a metals pack, so your browns and your more neutral colors. But the reason I'm using this paper is because you can see the sheen on one side, but on the back side, it's flat. The paper is a flat cardstock. So they make a basic piece of cardstock, and then they put this sheen over the top of it. So one side is flat. Here's the one side is flat. So hopefully you're able to see the difference of when I'm using the shiny side versus the flat side. And I will tell you so that you're able to follow along. But I think if I use 3 wildly different colors, you'll be okay in following what I'm doing, because again, I'm only cutting these dies once. I don't have to piece them together. It's a one cut. I'm going to cut this one once, and then this one once, and I'm going to use 5 pieces of adhesive to put it together. So let's start. I think I will cut my base out of my pink. So I'm going to bring my die on over, and I'm just going to trim my paper down because I am going to use it with a basic Big Shot machine. I'm not going to be using a wider machine. That way you can see that it will go through. I'm going to bring my machine on over. And I have got the extended platform that came with your machine. And if you have an older machine, you may have the smaller platform. Will it work on the smaller platform? Yes. Is it tight? Yes. I mean, the die is just almost exactly the length of that platform, so of the smaller one. So if you have the larger, that's always nicer to use. And if you don't, well, then you make it work with the smaller. It will work, but it's very tight. I am going to use, I do not have a do not cut plate for my extendeds because I rarely use these. I'm just going to go ahead and use my cut plates and cut right into them. So I've got my platform completely closed. And that's true whether you're using the smaller multi-purpose platform or the extended one like I am using. I need to keep this completely closed. All these tabs are closed because I am doing a wafer die, and that needs to be on the top. Then I'm going to put down my cut plate. I'm going to put down my paper. Now I want that sheen to be what you see if you were getting the card. I want the sheen to be on the outside of what you see. If you wanted it to be flat paper, you would cut into the flat paper, and that would just give you that flat color of pink. But I want it to be shiny. So I'm going to put my die with the ridges face down against my paper. Ridges face down. Now, do I need to use a magnetic platform? No, because I'm just cutting into basic cardstock. So it doesn't matter if it's a little twisted or not 100% straight, as long as the die is on that cardstock and not overlapping anywhere, if it's not accidentally hanging off the side, as long as every piece of that die is on that cardstock, you are good to go. But I have to put my top plate on too. Let's put my top plate on. Now this is an open frame die. What does that mean? That means it's not intricate. There's no die cutting in all of these empty spaces. It's a frame die. So to cut it is very, very simple. Do I have to go backwards and forwards and rotate and use a precision base plate? No, I just am going to roll it through. Might you hear some creaks and cracks? Yes. Is that okay? You bet it is. I'm just gonna roll it on through. I'm gonna send it on through. Little creaks and cracks are okay. Now you get it all the way to the other side. Do I have to roll it back? No. Do you want to roll it back? Will it make you feel better? Okay, you can. But I guarantee it, it's already cut once. It's already done the cutting because this is an open frame die and those are the easiest dies to cut. So let's pull it on out. And what do I have? I feel like I'm a little off. Oh, okay, comments to yourself on the little off category. Okay, I guess maybe not. Yeah, I can hear what Mr. SMS would be saying right now. Well, maybe just a little off. Okay, so it's cut. Now you can see that there's some score lines going on. Score line, score line, score line, and score line. Let's talk about those real quick. Score lines, I'm going to, because I want to see the sheen, I'm going to fold in. and I'm gonna fold in. So my two wings are now folded back. Then I've got this weird piece here, and this is like a pup tent. I need this to pup up. I need to pop it up. So I'm gonna fold it up. Pop it up. So I'm gonna fold it up. Now that leaves that little score line right here. Only it's really not a score line. It's the place to tell you where to put your adhesive. So I'm not gonna touch this line at all. I'm gonna leave it just that way. So I have, look at, you can see it's already starting to become something. See, pop my little pup tent up. And now I'm gonna put it off to the side just for a moment because I have got this piece to cut. And I'm gonna cut this piece out of my yellow. It would not be a Stacey You Tube if I did not use something yellow. And I didn't cut my paper big enough. Of course I didn't. So we'll just grab another sheet of yellow. Not quite the same yellow, but it's all good. Oh, well, you know, I'll just keep that. And we'll use the little piece and do that. I'll cut my big one out of, no, I'm gonna do it out of yellow. I really want you to be able to tell the difference. So let's make sure I cut myself a big enough piece. And I'm gonna bring my machine on over. Multi-purpose platform. Now I could move into a different multi-purpose platform if I wanted. I could go into the smaller one because this will fit on the smaller one. It's not as long. But I've got this one here already, so I might as well just keep using it. It is an open frame die, no intricacy, so I can put it right down. But I also need to cut this piece here, the third piece of paper. So I think I am going to grab my purple and cut me off a hunk of purple. Can I cut these at the same time? Sure I can. Look at how much room I have on my multi-purpose platform. Absolutely, I can cut them at the same time. I don't have to cut one and then cut this one. You've got all of this space to use. You might as well use it and get the most out of your one roll. Or if you have an express, your push. I have got the dies with the shiny side of the paper facing me, the die with the ridge facing the paper, because that's what's going to cut into it, is that ridge in the die that you can feel. That's going to add pressure when I send it on through, and that is what's going to cut the paper. And I'm going to send it on through, and away we go. Ready? Easy peasy. Little creaks and cracks, no big deal. I don't need to send it through again because it is, oh, they are open frame dies. There's that one. And here is my yellow. So now I have got 3 die cuts. 3 different colors, 3 die cuts, all with the shimmer facing out and the flat side on the back, because I want you to see the shimmer and not the flat. And again, remember, we were talking about score lines and bending those score lines and knowing which way to bend the score lines. This little cheese board has a score line too down at the bottom. Can you see it? And normally the inclination would be to take this and score this backwards. I need you to take it and move it forward. So the flat side, so that flat paper is now facing you. If you were holding this towards you, this is what you would be seeing. That flat facing you. You would not be seeing the flat, see it's shiny? The flat facing away. You need that flat facing you. Oh. Oh. No, I'll stick with what I've got. So I have got my yellow shiny. I've scored my flat so that that flat piece is facing you. You need to score towards you. And I know that seems a bit odd. Then I'm going to take 5 pieces of Stacey tape. 5 of them. 1. And this is how we'll keep track. Make sure you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you ever think that it's confusing, tilt on down just a little bit more so you can see. If you ever think that it's confusing, remember, pull your 5 pieces of Stacey tape out and your 3 pieces of paper, and remember, this is all you're working with. This is it. This is the whole thing, all of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little cheese board with that flap facing me, and I'm going to add a piece of Stacey tape to that. So now I've used 1 piece of Stacey tape. 4 more to go. So there it is, Stacey tape right on there. Then I'm going to bring over my main part of my reveal card, and I'm going to lay it flat on its tummy. Flat on its tummy. And I'm going to take that Stacey tape and I'm going to line it right up with the bottom of my pup tent. So right now I've got the shiny side facing down. If you can see the shiny side right now, stop and turn it over so your backside. So if you're using a double-sided piece of paper, you don't want to be seeing the paper that you want the finished card to look like. So I've got my Stacey tape right there, and I'm going to line this right up, and you'll see it fits. It fits right there. Fits right there. So let's take my Stacey tape and pull it off. And I'm gonna shiny side down, so my shiny sides are facing away from me. I'm just gonna line that right up to the bottom of that little pup tent. So that's what I've got. That's what I've got. That's where I'm at. So you can see the little tab at the top. I don't know, I feel like I've zoomed in too tight. Back it up a little bit. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe I'm too low. I just feel off. Do you guys think I'm off a little bit? All right, we're just gonna keep going. So now I could take this and close this and pull, and you'll see your little pup tent going up and down and up and down. And all I did was tape together. So I put my piece backward, I put it upside down, I took my little cheese board, folded the score line towards me, added Stacey tape along the bottom, and taped it right to my little pup tent, the back side of my pup tent. There, 1 piece of tape. Now, we have got this little piece right here. And this is where you would put your words for your reveal. But how are we gonna put that down there? If you lift this up and put it here and then put this back down, what do you get? Well, then it's in front, and that defeats the purpose. We don't want it in front. So you have to put this back down. Again, I'm still got the shiny side against my craft mat. I'm still looking at the back of the card. I'm gonna put my shiny side of my purple down against. So now all I see is flat paper, flat paper, flat paper. I see no shiny at all. But then what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get it to stay? Easy peasy. First thing I'm gonna do is take piece of tape number 2. And I am going to put it right there I'm gonna take piece number 3, and I'm gonna put it right there. And I'm gonna take piece number 4. Look at that, on one piece of die cut, on one piece of paper, we're using 3 out of the 5 pieces of tape. And I'm gonna put it, oh, this one's a little short, right there. Good enough. And now I need to lay it right on top of my little cheese board. But you're saying, Stacey, no, the tape goes this way. You gotta tape it down. No, because if I tape it this way, where the shiny is now facing me, if I tape it this way, I'm not gonna get my little cheese board to move. I need my cheese board to move to show you the reveal. But if I tape this down, it's not gonna move anymore. So you need that tape to be facing you. So right now we've got the blah side of the paper, whatever paper you're using, and we've got Stacey tape, and now we're gonna close it up. What do you mean close it up? Well, we're gonna close it up. And we're going to start by taking Stacey tape off of this side right here. The side that has the little extra wing on it. Remember I showed you that little extra wing and I said it's not for scoring? It's for to tell you where to put your tape. So I took my Stacey tape off the side that has that little wing on it, and I'm going to take it off my bottom. And I'm going to close up my first wing. Then, make sure I'm not out of alignment. Then I'm going to take my last piece of Stacey tape and put it right there. Last piece of Stacey tape. I'm going to pull the top off. I'm going to pull the top off, and I'm going to close it up. And it's going to finish that back beautifully. Now I can turn it over. You want to make sure that your little tab, you see those little notches on the side? Those little notches need to be up. Remember, you got your little pup tent, and those little notches are your stopper so you don't pull too far. Hello? Easy peasy mac and cheesy. And it's up. Now if I wanted to add an extra piece of tape, I could have sealed my bottom. So let me open it up and show you. If I wanted to, I could use a 6th piece of tape. Well, let's make another one, because my Stacey tape is really good. I have this piece, and I knew I had a little yellow one somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Five pieces of Stacey tape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got my main die. I've scored it where it needs to be scored. I've popped my little tent where I need to pop my little tent. I did not score it here, because that's the line that tells you where to put the adhesive. I have got my little cheese cutter, and I've folded the tab in front of me, and I'm going to add my first piece of Stacey tape there. It's a good thing that by the magic of TV, I had an extra one cut, because pulling it off together after you put Stacey tape on it, a little tricky. My tape's really, really strong. Now I've got my shiny side facing down, shiny side facing down. I have got my shiny side facing down, and I'm just going to pull that Stacey tape off, and I'm going to line it to the bottom flap of my reveal, and they just line up just lovely. So I've used one piece of tape. One piece of tape so far. And now you can close it without putting your tape down, and you can actually see, oh yeah, looky, it's moving. It's moving. But there's no paper under there for you to have your reveal. You've got to do that still. So I've got my yellow. And again, I could, if I prefer, I still need to put, well, I worry. Yeah, I could. If I prefer, I still need to put my 2 pieces of Stacey tape here on either side. And remember, my shiny side is going to be down. I need to not see the pretty side. If you can see the pretty side, the side you want to see on your finished project, turn it over. You're doing it wrong. It's backwards. Just flip it around. If I were doing this and I said, oh, isn't that the prettiest yellow with that pretty shimmer? I would think to myself, oh no, I need to flip it. Yes, you're working from the back side. Now I could put a piece of Stacey tape here in the front for the bottom, as opposed to on the back, and pull off that Stacey tape and line it down here at the bottom, because that's not going to impede on my reveal. However, if you put Stacey tape up here and you wanted to put Stacey tape up here towards the top and tape it to the little cheese board, it's not gonna move. Now it's stuck. So if you would prefer to put your third piece of tape down there, that's fine. Not a problem. It's up to you. Either way will work. And then I'm going to pull off the piece of Stacey tape that is on the side that has the little extra wing. Remember, we didn't score it because I said it was a placeholder for your adhesive. It's going to tell you where to put your adhesive, and I'm going to close that right up. Here's my last piece of tape. 3 pieces of paper, 5 pieces of tape. I'm going to put that Stacey tape right on that little wing. I'm going to peel up that piece. I'm going to peel up this piece over here, and I'm going to close her on up. And it makes a beautiful finished back. Beautiful finished back. And then you can see my reveal works. Now it's ready for all of those words that came in the set, or whatever words make your heart happy, to glue down here. But what about the rest of it? That's where the dies come in that I did for this month. That's where the new dies come in. I have 2. One of them is A Friend for All Seasons. And let me open it up. So, like the other ones before it comes with an outer die, it comes with a decor die, it comes with another frame, it comes with a decor, and then A Friend for All Seasons is the words. And that's what you're going to use to die cut and decorate the front. But you have to remember, let's cut a piece of this. And then I've got the snowflake. Let's cut a piece of this. So let's take these two and start with these two. So I'm taking two from my snowflake. Or maybe we should take the edge from the snowflake and mix it with the decor die from this one so you can see that you can mix and match. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper. Oh, well, this is going to be a very interesting looking finished product, but that's okay. It's not about the look, it's about teaching you how to make them work. And I'm going to cut myself a piece of paper. Now, hopefully I cut it big enough. Oh, by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Okay. By the hair of my chinny chin chin. Now there is a right way and a wrong way to use these dies. Can you see that there's extra space up here? Can you see that? That's because I've got the inside die or the outside die turned the wrong way. Can you see now how it fits beautifully versus how it fits like this with that extra space at the top? If you've got that extra space, you just need to turn it around and reline it up. Now this die is intricate, and this is called a decor die, which means there's no cutting edge on the outside. And if I were to cut this into the paper, it would cut the design into the paper, but not cut the whole thing out. So let's do that. And this time I am going to need a precision base plate. And so I'm just gonna keep with my extended multi-purpose platform. I'm gonna bring over my precision base plate. Precision base plate. The new one is chrome on the back, so it doesn't get cut into. It doesn't matter what version you have, whether it be the first, second, or this third version. If you can read the directions, if you're trying to die cut with your precision base plate and you can read how to use it, no, turn it over. You want to see that metal, whether it be the coated metal, it be the chrome, whatever it is, you need to cut into that metal. And I'm going to put my die here. Now this is a flat edge, a straight edge, and this roller is on the same, they're running parallel to each other. If I send this through, you're going to hear a very loud ka-funk. Does that mean that I've hurt my machine or the roller or the die? No, it's just hard for this roller to hit this exact same straight edge since they're parallel and take it all in at once. To avoid the ka-funk, you just turn your die a little bit on an angle. And that way the roller's gonna start feeding up here and gradually feed down, and you won't hear the ka-funk. Now I can use my extended platform plates or I can use my regular plates. It doesn't make any difference. You just wanna use something really old because it's going to add pressure. And I'm gonna send it on through. And then I am going to do a rotate. So I am gonna rotate my die. So I sent it through like this. Now I'm just gonna rotate it a little bit, just so the wheel, the roller, can hit the die in a brand new and unique way. And if it didn't cut through on the first go round because it didn't hit the sweet spot of your machine, hopefully on the second go round, it's not a problem and it cuts everything through. Let's see what we've got. Remember, I told you it was going to cut in and not cut out. And that's exactly what it did. So it cut the design in. So every one of the different dies for Hidden Treasures has its own outer decor die. and you can mix and match from all the different collections because they're all kind of general. They're not overly theme specific. So you could absolutely put this one. The teacup one has little hearts, but this one's got little branches. You could absolutely put the teacup die with this one and cut your teacup die right in there and have that. Absolutely, if you've got the first set, you have options. For this one though, I am going to take, don't know where I put it, my snowflake. Now the snowflake is also a decor die, which means that I'm gonna use my snowflake, which means that it's going to cut into as well. So let's cut that, and I haven't forgotten about this guy yet. Let's bring it over, bring our machine back over. And remember, there's no cut edges on the outside, so this is going to cut that into the paper. If I want to cut it out, how do I do that? Have no fear. We gave you the frame die that works with this one too. Everything has what you need. So let's cut this one into. And I'm going to line it up. And there is definitely a right way and a wrong way. I had it this way first, but I can tell it's not centering properly. The die is not giving me a nice center. There's too much on the top here, and I can't, it's not an even center. So just rotate your die, and then it's like poof. Oh, look at that. It all centers beautifully. Lay it down on my precision base plate with my platform completely closed. And if you wanted to do this on your smaller platform, if you have it, not a problem, easy peasy. I'm gonna roll, let's see if I can get it to go. Oh, I didn't get it to go ka-thunk. I thought maybe, let's hear. Oh, it wasn't too bad of a ka-thunk. I thought I might be able to get a really loud ka-thunk so you could hear, because I kept that die on a straight edge against the straight edge roller. Now I am gonna rotate it and I'm gonna send it on back. And then I'm gonna bring it on over and see what I got. Turn it over. Well, it looks like I cut pretty good. Wahoo. And I'm gonna pop it on off. And all my little bits and pieces are gonna fall out. But you're like, Stacey, you still have that funky edge around it. Yeah, I know. That's where that big frame comes in that comes with the dies. Because this is the frame that's gonna make it all come out. It's gonna make it all come out. So let's bring it back. Now this is an open frame die. It does not need a precision base plate. If you use a precision base plate with it, it can warp the die because there's nothing in the center to keep it from staying as a whole unit. There's no metal in that center to keep it from warping like this one. This one's got all of that metal in the center, so it's not gonna warp. This one, it will. So you want to be sure that you don't use your precision base plate with it. You also wanna be sure you line it up properly. Make sure that I've got it on the right. Oh yeah, I was right the first time. And I don't have a magnetic platform in front of me because this is where it would be helpful. I could try and tape it down, but I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants and hope that we're good. Let's take my top plate and let's fly by the seat of our pants and hope we're good. So roll, roll, roll your boat. The beautiful thing is, it's only paper. So you have more paper. If you want to play to begin with, play with your scratch paper. and make all the different designs and all the different cuts on your scratch paper so that you can see what can be done. Now let's see how close I was. Oh, not bad if I say so myself. How lovely is that? But maybe we want to back this with something. Oh, this is going to be the most interesting color. The most interesting color reveal card. Maybe we want to back this with something. So what if we took the green? Oh, what if we took the purple? At least then we'd kind of match. Or the yellow. I don't know. I'm terrible. I know. I have too many pieces of paper here to choose from, but it's the wrong yellow. So let's do the purple. The girls should really limit me to like 4 pieces of paper and that's it. So let's cut a hunk of this off. I'm only going to use the frame die. I'm only going to use the frame die. So I'm going to put this one to the side. I'm going to bring this back over. So now we're just decorating. You've done the hard part. You built the reveal card. That was the hard part. This is the fun, easy part where if you just take a bunch of paper and start playing, you can see what will cut in, what will cut out, and how to use all of the different dies. And now that there are 6 sets that work, 6 different designs that work for the reveal card, you can mix and match between all of them. So if you, I'll be honest, it's best to have at least 2, because if you have 2, then you have lots of options. If you have 3, you have even more. If you have 4, well, your options just get more and more limitless. And if you have all of them, oh my goodness gracious. So now I've made a backing, which then I'm going to add to here. How do I do that? Well, let's just put some Stacey tape down really quick on this just so I can put them together. I'm just going to tape this down really fast. Not that I would do it this way. I would probably use some stay put, or I would, yeah, stay put, but I just want to get it down so you can see it. So let's take the edges and let's tape them down. I could take 1/8 Stacey tape. 1/8 would go beautifully around here. Expose my tape and make sure I'm lining it up properly. That looks good. Okay, so now it's glued down. Now it's taped down. Right? Super pretty. But now I'm going to work it on here. Where are you going to tape this to get the look? Well, you can't tape it down to the bottom. You can't tape it all the way down here because then it's not going to pull up. But you can't put any tape up here either and tape it all the way up to the top of your pop tent because then it's not going to pull up. Where you're going to add your tape is right here. And you can just put a little bit of tape right here and maybe a little bit more right there. You've got to keep it below the crease line of your pop tent. You can't put any tape on the back side. And then let's expose our Stacey tape. Let's line our die up. And I'm just going to lay it right on. So that when I move it, now it stands up. And then I have the words to put down here. Now those words have to be down really strong, and I would recommend die cutting the words with cardstock and Stacey tape on the back so you can tape them right down. But they need to be as flat as can be, so you're going to want to use thinner paper, not too thick, not too thick, otherwise it's not going to go back down. Now it lays completely flat, so you can put it into your envelope, and when somebody gets it, they reveal, and it's got surprise, or it's got happy birthday, or it's got winter wishes, it's got whatever it is, hashtag awesome. I don't know, there were good, hashtag good for you, or you're great, or hashtag love you, or just love you, or hello. And every single set comes with their own set of words. So I really, really love the, A Friend for All Seasons, because the tree is done so that you can decorate it with whether you want to put little birdies or flowers or leaves, and you can make the tree for whatever season you want it to be. And then you put in here A Friend for All Seasons. Here it's Winter Wonders, I believe is the, I have to look. I forget which one I put in where. Yes, Winter Wonders is the one we used. And that Winter Wonders comes with the set. It comes with the set. And if you don't want to do a reveal card, oh my goodness, we have made beautiful cards just using the dies themselves. And I'm going to show some of those to you. So the reveal is super easy to make. It is only, there we go. It is only 3 pieces of paper and 5 pieces of adhesive. I used 3 pieces of paper. I used the purple, I used the red, and I used the yellow. And I used 5 pieces of adhesive. And that gets you the base. And then you can put on it whatever you want. Oh my gosh, do you have to use my dies to decorate it? No. If you've got other dies, other frame dies that you nest and layer together, as long as you don't put the tape on the top piece, I could have done ovals here, I could have done circles here, I would just tape it down there. But you've got to have the reveal base to make it work. Okay, and like I said, everything works together. So I could have, remember, see, I cut everything into this one. I could have just cut this little piece out and done it this way. You could just cut this little piece out and use this little piece just for another card. I could have cut the frame and just use the frame for something. I could cut a frame out of one set and use the center for another set and pop it. Absolutely, pop it so it has more dimension. I just have to pop it down at the bottom, not at the top if you're going to use as a reveal. You have options because every die comes with everything that's going to work within the other sets for hidden treasures. I wanted to show you how 3 die cuts, 3 rolls, well actually 2 rolls if you're using the larger platform, will let you do 5 pieces of adhesive and 3 rolls. And if you lay it out that way, I think it's easier to understand because you know you only are going to be using those 5 pieces of tape and you only have these 3 pieces of paper to work with. And you can sit there, these YouTubes last forever. You can sit there and we can do it together. And the first time it goes like this for you, I can hear you. I can't hear you, you know that, but I really can hear you. It is an audible, you feel so accomplished. And then when you give it to somebody, they're like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? Don't tell them it was as easy as it was. So this is Hidden Treasures. And we still have a few of the original set left. We have the new set. So we put it in an I Want It All. You can buy just the 2 new Hidden Treasures as a bundle of 2. You can buy them individually if you want. We have the older Hidden Treasures individually, and then we did an I Want It All where you get all 6 hidden treasures in one bundle. What it doesn't come with is the reveal. This is sold separately. It's $29.99 and really it's 43 dies for that price. You cannot ask for a better deal than that. Some people just want this and they want to decorate it themselves with what they already have. Totally get it. Wahoo kachoo. Whatever makes your heart happy. Then, quickly, we also did 2 dies for the flip side. I did one that is a vertical die, and I did one that is a horizontal die. And the flip sides are very much the same. It's not a reveal die, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies for every set. And as long as you are buying all the same direction, so let me see if I've got, oh, here we go. So here is one of the top note horizontal sets from celebrations that I did earlier this year. As long as you are buying the dies and they are in the exact same direction, horizontal mixes with horizontal and vertical mixes with vertical. What do you mean by mixes, Stacey? Well, okay, so I've got these 2 sets. Let's pull it off. And I've got this set. This is the new Christmas set, and this is one of the birthday sets. But as you can see, I did the bottom dies very universal. Very universal. So that there really isn't a theme to these bottom dies. They don't scream Christmas, they don't scream birthday. I can't pick this one up. It doesn't really have a theme to it. So if I wanted, and I had this birthday set right here, and this is a decor die, so it will cut into the paper. This is the frame die that's going to help it cut out of the paper. So you could use the frame die on its own, you could use the birthday candles on its own, or you could mix them to come all the way out. If I wanted to use the bottom of my Christmas set and mix it with the top of my birthday set and make a brand new card, I can mix the 2. If I wanted to take the Merry Christmas and put it with the cute chevron, almost like a candy cane stripe, I could. I have options. If I wanted to take the frame die, this one has little like a pinking on it, because every frame die is different, and instead of having a pinking one, I wanted to take one from one of the other sets that has a postage edge to it and put it with here. I could do that. If I wanted to cut this all out as one single piece, I could do that. And then I could cut this out by itself and do exactly what we did here. Remember, I cut all the snowflake out, all of the blue out of one piece, but then I cut it again out of the frame to back it so that it would have a background to it. It would have a shadow to it. You can do that. Everything mixes and matches. And in the original version of the Topside Celebrations Flipside dies, there were 2 that were horizontal and 2 that were vertical. And now with the Christmas dies, there's 1 horizontal and there's 1 vertical. But then we also did back then the 2 sets of stamps. So you see this, I need the right one. You see this die here and it says time to celebrate. That's what this says. If you cut it out, it says time to celebrate, but this is a decor die. It cuts into the paper. Now I have the dies that will allow me to cut it out of the paper, or I can cut the dies and stamp on it to fit into the middle. I know it's a lot, and there is a whole YouTube on this. I know there's a lot. And each set has its own die to cut the center and its own set of stamps, because the vertical is not as wide. Here's the vertical set, one of the vertical sets. It's not as wide. So the die to cut my center out with, or the stamps to fit, have to be not a little bit more narrow. Unlike the horizontal set's really wide. I mean, these dies are really wide. So that one had to be wider. So the stamps are a little bit bigger. The die is a little bit wider. And it allows you to do whatever you want. So if you're going to buy these and you want to interact with them, you want them to interchange, you have to remember vertical with vertical, horizontal with horizontal. And for Christmas, I did one vertical and one horizontal, and then I just did a plain set of stamps. You get 3 for your horizontal die and you get 3 for your vertical die. And the stamps say, wishing you the happiest of holidays, from our home to yours. May your Christmas be merry and bright. Joy and wonder fill the season. Love, laugh, and be merry. Believe in the magic of Christmas. And that's just dies. Or stamps. Just stamps. Which then work with the original sets. The best thing I can tell you is that, one, you won't be disappointed. These sell out faster than any other set I ever done for Simply Refined because of the versatility. You won't be disappointed in them when you see how many options you have. You just have to be sure that you buy, if you're going to buy 2, they have to be in the same configuration. And down at the bottom, let's see, do I have these 2? No, I've made a mess. Okay, well, down at the bottom, oh, there it is. Oh, it's the same one. Let's just open this one. Down at the bottom, it will show you some of the different configurations you can do just with this one set. I could take the bottom here and cut it twice, top and bottom, to get that right there. These are just some of the configurations that you can do, but you want to make sure that if you're going to buy this one, you have a companion that's in the same direction. For this YouTube, we've bundled them so you get one of each. If you want the I Want It All, it's one of each of the flip sides or one of each of the reveal. You'll see it online. But this will expand your collection. It will add to your collection. I think you'll be happy. So far, everybody's been happy. Okay, I have got samples to show you. First, I'm going to go through the storyboards really quickly and show these off. And hopefully this will help a little bit more. So Elena put together storyboards. So here, everything is cut in to the paper. Here, it's cut out of the paper. Here, this piece here is cut in, but here, it's cut out if you have the die and stamp set. Here, we use the same all the way through. What a great guy card this would be, right? And here, if you just want to use the frames, or I could take these in a different color and back them behind here to give a backing of a different color, or I could take these and back them behind here in a different color, or up here. You have lots and lots of options. And this is the Flipside Christmas, and this is Christmas Baubles. Then we have the Flipside Christmas, and this is Santa's Sleigh. So here we have our top piece cutting into paper, the middle cutting into paper, and the bottom. Then we've cut the top piece totally out, the bottom piece totally out, and the center totally out. Then we use the bottom piece for top and bottom to show you that it can be done with the center, or you can cut the backs out, the frames out, to back any of these in a different color. And if you have another set that is in this same orientation, you can take things from that set and mix them with these. It really is up to you. And then we have the stamp set. So you might just like the stamp set and not want any of the dies. So here are the stamps, and they're larger. They're nice sentiment size. And if you want to die cut them out, then you have to have the original set of dies and stamps. And they're not that expensive. I can't remember if they were $9.99 or $13.99. No, $9.99. That got you the die and the stamps. So the stamp set's $9.99, and it gets you all the stamps. If you want to be able to cut them out, hopefully you already have ordered that piece, and if not, then we still have a few left. I was able to add a few more to this order because they were making this order for me anyway for Christmas, so they allowed me to add a few more of the original sets in. Otherwise, we were pretty much sold out. Then we have the hidden treasures, which is what I really focused on today, showing you how to put it together. And it's the same thing. If you have the original hidden treasures, then you know you have all of these pieces that are going to work with all of the others. And hidden treasures are all squares, so you don't have to worry about the orientation because all the sets are in squares. So you're going to be able to mix and match everything. And then a friend for all seasons. And the words come with it, and the little doodads to decorate your trees. But this is Hidden Treasures and 4 Seasons. It's part of the Christmas collection. And then we have the one I was working with today, which is Wishing You Winter Wonders, and all the different things that you can do with the set and more. Elena she couldn't cut everything. It's just not possible. And this is the set that I worked with today. And to make these work, you need to have the reveal die. All right, let's move on to some samples because the girls did a beautiful job. Let's start with Belinda. So here's Belinda's From Our House to Yours. And she used the Santa. I don't know if she used I think that's the one that comes with it. She put her little, that looks like little Julie nutting there. So this is Belinda. And here's Belinda. Now she used hidden treasures, but she didn't make a reveal card. She just doubled them up to make a beautiful Christmas card. How pretty is that? So you don't always have to make a reveal card with hidden treasures. Oh, Belinda, this is darling. Oh my gosh. So she took, this is supposed to be a vertical. It's supposed to be vertical, but she took it and made it horizontal and made it like a package with the bow and your little Christmas boy and your little Christmas girl and wishing you the happiest of holidays. Belinda, this is rock star. That's fabulous. Love it, Belinda. Great job. So I don't see these until you see them. That way, oh my gosh, Belinda, are you kidding me? Okay, so here's Believe in the Magic, and it has nothing to do with Christmas. She has used A Friend for All Seasons tree, and she's doubled it up. She's used the leaves and the little birdies that come with it. She added her little cats. She's got her little, looks like Julie Nutting doll, and she used the Believe in the Magic, but she cut off the Believe in the Magic of Christmas, and she has put together a beautiful little Halloween card. That's rockstar. That's the mind of Belinda. God bless her pea-picking heart. Great job. Absolutely love them. So there's Belinda. Then we have Claire. Let's see what Claire has done. So Claire has put together a little card set. And again, this is the die from A Friend for All Seasons, only she didn't use it as a reveal. She made a cute little note set, and each one of them is done with spring, summer, fall, and winter. She put a little bow around it, and this is a lovely gift to give to somebody who you want them to be able to send a note card to somebody. You leave them blank, you tie a little bow around it, and you give them the opportunity to give somebody a handmade card. So you have spring, and it comes with all the little leaves and everything. The tree comes bare, so you can use it for winter. But then it also has all the little leaves and the flowers, and she just changes the colors to get it to the season she wants it to be. And slowly but surely, she's having less and less leaves until she gets to winter. And then we are into white leaves and snowflakes. This is Claire. Yay for Claire. And then we have, again, she used the Christmas release to do something totally non-Christmas. She did a wedding card out of the Flipside, And remember I told you you can take the bottom and use the bottom and use it for the bottom and the top to make a completely different card that has nothing to do with Christmas at all. And am I supposed to open it? Oh, it's beautiful. She made a beautiful wedding card, which then you can put a nice little sentiment, maybe a gift card. This is Claire, and she used the Flipside Christmas collection. And then she did this one, which is also equally as beautiful. Here, she used the reveal, the snowflake we did today, but again, she just made a card. She didn't do it as a reveal. She made a beautiful card with it. How gorgeous is that? Love the colors. So that's Claire. Then we have Michelle. And Michelle took the reveal dies and she made a cute little box. Little decorator, little paper bow on the top. And she made a cute little box. There's vellum, my heavy duty vellum back there. You could put a cute little luminary in there and have it for your table. But she didn't do a reveal. She used the same snowflake that we used wherever it went to do her reveal. So we used it as a reveal. She used it as a window in a box. Same die. That's Michelle. Then Michelle did Believe in the Magic of Christmas. And she used the flip sides. And here she cut the top piece, she cut the bottom piece, she separated them and left space in the middle, and she stamped straight onto her background paper. She just stamped straight onto it with the coordinating stamps, because the stamps have to be the right length. And if it was vertical, it would be a shorter stamp. She did a beautiful job. And then Michelle put together, oh, look at her. Michelle, did I not? Okay, good. You didn't say open me, Michelle. So here she's put a bauble together. And you can see she's cut into and out of paper. And then you open it, and love, laugh, and be merry is what she's got on the inside. They're easy to use. They're flexible, they give you options, and they're affordable. Then we have Elena. Now Elena took and she made her own little easel card. So she made her own little easel card out of my flip sides. So when you send it, it goes like this. When they get it, it sits on their mantle just like that. And she used the Santa's sleigh. This is Elena. And then Elena made, again, a card that has nothing to do with Christmas at all, but look at how pretty is that. And she used the flip sides. She used the same piece for top and bottom. She just cut it into it twice. She cut out the center piece. She popped, she's got some foam in there, and then she put the flower. And this isn't a themed card. This is anything, thinking of you with sympathy, happy birthday, just because. Congratulations, you did it. These sets, because I do the bottom so that it's not a theme. The sets are meant to be used for everything. You should be able to use them for all sorts of different cards or projects. You're not limited based on a theme. Oh, Elena, they're so pretty. Same thing. She used the top and the bottom just to make a lovely card. So this is two different pieces, and this is a third piece. She cut this twice and just flipped it, and that's why it's called the flip side, because you can flip them around. And they are incredibly popular because of the versatility, just like the reveal cards. And then we have Love, Laugh, and Be Merry. So here she used the top to do the baubles, and she used my die, or my stamp in my die, but then she cut the frame out and she put it through an embossing folder to add the texture to it. So she cut the frame just out of paper and then ran that through an embossing folder. And this is Elena. And here she did a shaker of a reveal. God bless her. Was it a shaker? I don't know. I worry. But she didn't have time to put her finishing sentiment because I had to get up here on YouTube. I said, chop, chop. So she's got a beautiful, how lovely would that be just to sit on somebody's mantle? And it's just the reveal. We put it together. It was easy peasy. We did it with 3 pieces of paper and 5 pieces of adhesive. That's all it took. And then her mixed media. Wishing you winter wonders. So while it's winter and we use the snowflake, she used traditional colors to make this, and it's beautiful. And she just layered, because you can, because you've got all of those dies to cut in, to cut out, to cut around, to add a frame, to change the colors. So this is Elena. Wishing you winter wonders. And then last we have Doris. And Doris, wishing you winter wonders. So we have the easel, we have the reveal, we've got the wishing you winter wonders. And look at the cute paper she used. Is this darling? This is Doris. And then it just lays flat. Put it in your little envelope, mail it away, and then when they get it, it pops right up and they put it on their mantle, put it on their desk. It makes you look like a rock star. It really does. Nobody needs to know how easy it is. Now this is a friend for all seasons. So here you see a friend for all seasons. Who wouldn't love to have this? And here she did spring, summer, fall, and winter all in one card. She kept everything the same color to be consistent all the way through. It just folds down and then it pops up. A friend for all seasons. And once you have that reveal, once you have the reveal die, then you can put anything on here you want. You can make it whatever you want it to be. But my dies are meant to specifically go with this, so everything fits and lines up. Love it. Great job, Doris. So pretty. Okay, and then she's got her flip side. That's Mr. SMS. I can see him calling. Sorry, not done yet. Her flip side. So pretty. So she's cut in and out and stamped and cut that out and popped and backed, and it came out beautiful. And last but not least, her vertical flip side, which is Christmas baubles. Christmas baubles. Am I supposed to look on the inside? Okay. I always worry with Doris. Was I supposed to look on the inside of this one, Doris? No. Wahoo kachoo. So her Christmas baubles. Look at how that just grabs you. The colors are fabulous. Easy to do. She blinged it a little bit, but she let the paper do the work for her. She let the dies do the work for her. And then it's just mounting and putting it together. But this is a great guy background if you put 2 of these together. I try to do the bottoms so that you could use them for men. So they're not so frilly. All right. Okay, also quickly, I just wanted to tell you what we used on our cards here for the glitter. We used the Eyes ink, which is on an earlier YouTube. It is a glitter that dries very, very, very quickly. It's easy to use. It's in this wonderful pouch so you don't make a mess. I really like it. And once you put it on paper, I can't use any of the girls' stuff. They'll kill me. Once you put it on, oh, well, it's almost dry on my hand. Once you put it on, well, it is almost dry on my hand. Once you put it on paper, see, it dried. It was already dry on my hand. Once you put a little bit on paper, that's how quickly it dries. It's not like a Stickles. Once you put it on paper and you move it around and you put it there, it dries very, 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 very. In fact, that's almost dry. It's very much like the Nouveau glitter accents that I love. Only these come in lots of different colors. Look how fast that dried. And that's what we put on all of our snowflakes. That's what the girls were using to decorate all of the snowflakes and stuff with. So we're gonna have that on a YouTube Yummy. All right, I need to tilt up. And I need to say, hello, Mr. SMS. I'm still YouTubing. I'm not done yet, so you can't come get me. Soon. All right, you guys. It's me, Stacey at Scrapbooking Made Simple, saying hello to her husband, who is absolutely wonderful. And because he's coming to pick me up because I don't have a car right now. Don't ask. So where are you going to find all of this great product? Well, you're going to find it at scrapbookingmadesimple.com or come to our retail store. Can you find Simply Defined or Simply Refined anywhere else in the world? eBay. You can find it on eBay. I've seen it on eBay. But other than that, these are my brands. They're my designs. We manufacture them. And so the only place you're going to find them is here. And by doing that, we're able to keep them at the lowest possible price so that you're able to afford them. And that is what is most important. So if you like what you saw, go visit scrapbookingmadesimple.com or come see us during business hours. Please note we will be closed next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, getting ready for the shop that did not hop. So we are completely closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because Friday we open up for the shop that did not hop and the warehouse sale. And also all of the Simply Defined and Simply Refined will be taken down for that event. So if there's something you love, 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 now's the time to get it, or wait till after the sale is over. And it ends on the 27th around 6 p.m. sunny California time. All right, you guys, I hope you saw how 3 pieces of paper and 5 pieces of adhesive can make the most beautiful reveal card. Easy peasy, not difficult, not complicated, and you don't have to cut a million things and then tape them all together to make one. Okay, I will see you not for a few weeks because of the shop that did not hop, but please follow us on Facebook. Even if you're not a Facebook member, you don't have to be. We have a public page. You can visit Facebook and look for us. You can type in Scrapbooking Made Simple Facebook page on your Google, and you can see everything that's going on, even if you're not a member of Facebook. So if you don't want to join, totally get it. But don't miss out on the fun. You'll be able to see all the videos while I'm Queen of Hearts and everything that's going on in the store, because it will be a few weeks before I come back for our next Saturday with Stacey. All right, you guys, it's been great. I'll see you later, and enjoy the shop that did not hop and our warehouse sale. I hope that it's everything you wanted it to be. Bye.